Do we really need another jerk marinade recipe? Chris here, CaribbeanPot.com. Always a pleasure having you guys right here in the kitchen with me. Absolutely we do, and I'll tell you why. Because right now, right here, part 1 of 2, we are doing a smoked jerk turkey. Now I'm going to be using my smoker. If you don't have a smoker, you can use your oven. But for now, let's concentrate on this wicked jerk marinade. Stay tuned, you're going to love this one, man. As we've done in the past, I think it's important for us to run through the ingredients. And I've got my trusty little chopstick here to point things out. And in my humble opinion, no matter which way you go, whether it's personal or whether it is traditional, there are 4 ingredients a good jerk marinade must possess. 1, scallions. Green onions, spring onions, whatever you call it, it must be in there. 2, fresh thyme. You can't go without fresh thyme. The dried thyme, yeah, but fresh thyme, totally different flavor profile. Scotch bonnet peppers, I've got 2 of them. Obviously, you can cut back how much you use, but a good jerk marinade is supposed to be spicy. And number 4, most importantly, allspice or pimento seeds or pimento berries. This is just the powdered form of that. The sort of supporting cast. And here's where you can become creative. It is totally up to you. Nobody ain't trying to tell you what to put in your jerk marinade. We've had the 4 base ingredients. I've got dark soy sauce, the juice of a lime, the juice of a lemon, brown sugar, some orange juice. I'm telling you, you want to do that. We've got 2 onions, garlic, black pepper. We've got cinnamon, and normally I would put some ground nutmeg in there, but I'm going to hold off on the nutmeg for now. I've got some olive oil here. I've got some honey over there. And to finish everything up, to pull everything together, while most people just go with white vinegar, I like using a rice vinegar. My apologies, rice vinegar. So all of that there is going to come together, and I'm telling you, it's going to scream. And you will need a blender or a food processor. I'm just giving the thyme I'm just giving the thyme a rough chop. Same with the scallions. A food processor or a blender. Now if you want to chop everything up finely, you can certainly do that as well, but yo, use technology now. Gosh, man. So we've got the scallions in there, we got the thyme in there, and I want you guys to remember something. No time in this video will you hear me use the word traditional, and that is simply because I don't want to offend anyone. I don't want, there's a lot of hate on YouTube. I was in an interview lately and someone asked me, I want to get started in YouTube. What's the first thing I gotta be able to do? And the one thing I tell people, you have to be able to deal with hate. There's a lot of hate, everybody. Anyways, that's scotch bonnet pepper. Now the seeds and the white membrane surrounding the seed, that's where that heat is going to be. I want it spicy, so everything is going in there. Remember to wear gloves. We've talked about that before. And wash your hands with soap and water immediately after. Ginger, skin and everything, that's going in there. We've got all this garlic. Boom, bam. We've got the onion. And this is all about adding flavor and body to this. And here's the thing. Now, as I mentioned at the start of this video, this is part 1 to part 2. I don't like repeating content. It is all about the jerk marinade. I have a couple recipes actually on CaribbeanPot.com making this. But this is specifically for that turkey that I'm going to be doing. Now, this will work with all of your poultry, your fish, your pork. All those things you can use this jerk marinade for. So we've got all the sort of base ingredients in there. Now here's where we're going to lively things up, and we're going to go in with a dark soy sauce. And that's the only salt that I'm adding to this. We're going to scrape that down in there. Mama say waste not one not. We've got that brown sugar. It's all about balance at this point as well too. We've got black pepper. We've got that pimento powder, allspice powder, whatever you want to call it. That's cinnamon. And I like a little honey, and that is a personal choice there. This is a very personal sort of Uncle Chris like it this way kind of recipe, and this is why I said I'm not going the route of saying the word traditional. We've got that olive oil. We're gonna pull everything together with that olive oil. Some orange juice, which is more citrus. That rice vinegar, not white wine, but rice vinegar. If you don't have that, you can use plain old vinegar. And the last two things I like doing, the juice of a lime and the juice of a lemon. So I'm just going to squeeze that in, and then we're going to get to pureeing or making this into a thick, chunky paste. And basically all you would do now is to create that sort of paste. I like it a bit thick, I like it a bit chunky. If you want it more liquid, you can add some more oil, you can add some more vinegar. It's totally up to you, but for now, boom bam, let's go. And to be honest with you, it only take about a minute or so for us to get, let me try and zoom in there to show you guys what happened. Everything broke down. It's a nice thick consistency now. Sup soldiers, listen, if you enjoy this recipe, I'd really appreciate it if you hit subscribe and click that bell notification thing. If you've made the recipe, take a picture and send it to me, email address down here. I mean, trying to tell people the email address, them butts will take the address and do all kind of thing with it. And tag me on Instagram at Caribbean Pot. I really appreciate you guys, and thanks for being in my kitchen with me today. Irene? Irene. And you can store it in one of these plastic containers. Scrape everything down in there. And that, believe it or not, that will last in your fridge for a good 2 weeks without a doubt.